So there I was at work the other day, and I happened to work at a sports cards and collectibles store. And my boss says to me, "Hey, I got these cards that I bought the other day, and they're all taped to some kind of a game card or something." Well, these were baseball cards from Topps from 1964 that were taped to 1963 Strat O Matic cards. And so my boss only wanted the baseball cards, and he gave me the Strat O Matic cards, kind of the story of my life. And so he's going to sell the baseball cards, but I get the Strat O Matic cards. So I've looked them over, and I've played a few games with them, and I decided to put something on my channel to celebrate the fact that I've got these cards. Now, they're not in perfect condition, but they are all legible. They are a nearly complete set of 1963 Strat O Matic cards, originals, basic game only, of course. At that point, that's all they produced. And I think they're a few Cardinals short of a full set. It looks like what the owner of this set of cards did was traded some of the Cardinals for some 1964 Phillies. So it's about 3 or 4 cards short of a complete set. Also, kind of the story of my life. Anyway, what we're going to do today is to do a replay of the 1963 All Star Game played in Cleveland at Municipal Stadium, what some people used to call the Mistake by the Lake. The broadcast of this game is on YouTube. This is game 34 of the All Star Games. Remember, they had a streak of them going where they were playing 2 per year, one in midsummer, like normal, and then one after the season. Well, in 1963, they decided to knock it off with the after the season stuff and just do the Midsummer Classic. And so this is the first year in several, I should know how many, but I've forgotten, that the All-Star Game was not one of 2 in per year. So this game was played in Cleveland on July 9th, 1963. To give you some idea, President Kennedy was president at that time. The attendance for the game at Municipal Stadium was 44,160. The MVP in real life was Willie Mays. The starting pitcher for the American League was Ken McBride, who was a right-handed starter for the Los Angeles Angels. The National League starter was Jim O'Toole, a lefty for the Reds. The managers for the American League, of course, these were the World Series managers from the season before, so that would be for the American League, Ralph Houck of the Yankees, and for the National League, Alvin Dark of the Giants. The coaches for the game were Sam Mealy of the Twins and Johnny Pesky of the Red Sox. And for the National League, Bob Kennedy of the Cubs and Gene Mauch of the Phillies. So that gives you an idea of the sort of the peripherals of the game. The game was won by the National League 5-3. And what I'm going to do now is to take you through the rosters, and then we'll get the game started Strat O Matic basic style. So let's take a look at the rosters for each team. Okay, we will begin with the visiting National League. These are the cards that I told you about. The visiting National League pitchers. Juan Marichal from the Giants. Sandy Koufax from the Dodgers. Don Drysdale from the Dodgers. Warren Spahn from the Milwaukee Braves. Ray Culp from the Philadelphia Phillies. Larry Jackson from the Chicago Cubs. And Hal Woodishick from the Houston Colt 45s. For the batters on the reserves from the National League, John Edwards from the Cincinnati Reds, Joe Torre from the Milwaukee Braves, Orlando Cepeda from the San Francisco Giants, Bill Mazeroski from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Maury Wills from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Ron Santo from the Chicago Cubs, Stan Musial in his last All Star Game for the St. Louis Cardinals, Roberto Clemente from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Willie McCovey from the San Francisco Giants, Duke Snider from the New York Mets, and that's it for the National League. For the American League, the pitching staff, Juan Pizarro from the Chicago White Sox, Steve Barber from the Baltimore Orioles, Mudcat Grant from the Cleveland Indians, Jim Bouton for the New York Yankees, Jim Bunning from the Detroit Tigers, Bill Monbouquet from the Boston Red Sox, Dick Raditz from the Boston Red Sox, Don Leppert from the Washington Senators starts the position player reserves. Elston Howard for the New York Yankees. Norm Seaburn from the Kansas City A's. Bobby Richardson from the New York Yankees. Louis Aparicio from the Baltimore Orioles. Brooks Robinson from the Baltimore Orioles, Carl Yastrzemski from the Boston Red Sox, Harman Killebrew from the Minnesota Twins, Bob Allison from the Minnesota Twins, Tom Tresh from the New York Yankees, and Mickey Mantle from the New York Yankees. Those are the pitchers and reserve players for the two teams. Now let's go through the starting lineups. For the visiting National League, leading off and playing left field, it's Tommy Davis from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Batting second in right field, Hank Aaron from the Milwaukee Braves. Batting third and playing first base, Bill White from the St. Louis Cardinals. Batting fourth and playing center field, Willie Mays from the San Francisco Giants. Batting fifth and doing the catching, it's Ed Bailey from the San Francisco Giants. Batting sixth and playing third base, it's Ken Boyer from the St. Louis Cardinals. Batting seventh and playing shortstop from the Cardinals, it's Dick Grote. Batting eighth and playing second base from the Cardinals, it's a Cardinal infield, Julian Javier. And batting ninth and doing the pitching to start the game from the Cincinnati Reds, it's Jim O'Toole. For the homestanding American League, their lineup looks like this. Nellie Fox leads off at second base from the Chicago White Sox. Albie Pearson bats second and plays center field from the LA Angels. Al Kaline bats third and plays right field from the Detroit Tigers. Frank Malzone bats fourth and plays third base from the Boston Red Sox. Leon Wagner bats fifth and plays left field from the LA Angels. Earl Batty bats sixth and does the catching from the Minnesota Twins. Joe Pepitone bats seventh and plays first base from the New York Yankees. Zoilo Verzalez, not Zorro, but I don't know. Maybe they thought he was a swashbuckler. Bats eighth and plays shortstop from the Minnesota Twins. And Ken McBride bats ninth and gets the starting pitching duties from the LA Angels. I'm using the actual lineups from these two teams in this game, but I'm not using the same substitution patterns. So I'm going to kind of wing it as the game goes along. But the rosters are the same as real life, and the batting orders to start the game are the same as real life. And from here on out, it's my deal. So that's where we're at. and we are ready to start the 1963 All Star Game Basic Strat O Matic Original Card Style. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's roll some dice. Ken McBride has finished his warm-up tosses, and we are ready to play some 1963 Strat O Matic All-Star Baseball. And there's two things that I find, well, actually there's more than two things that I find amazing about this game. The first one, though, or the most amazing thing, is not that Tommy Davis actually had an outfield assist in this game, although that is amazing. But Cleveland Municipal Stadium was only about half full for this game. Now, it was played in the daytime, so I don't know what impact that would have on it, but if you've got a theory, launch that baby in the comments. Tommy Davis is up at bat. Hank Aaron's on deck, then Bill White to face Ken McBride. Here we go. This is a fly ball hit to Leon Wagner, Daddy Wags, in left field, and we are underway with the National League making the first out of the ball game. One gone, and McBride's off to a good start. Henry Aaron hit .319 with 44 home runs in the 1963 season. The pitch from McBride is a base hit right up the middle for the hammer. He is aboard, and he is an A-stealer. Now, Earl Batty is a 1 behind the plate, so we'll have to see how that kind of shakes itself out. Bill White comes up to bat. There's one man out. Aaron at first working on his lead. Bill White hit .304 with 27 dongs in 63. The pitch from McBride is hit to right. K-line on the run. And he will get there for out number 2. Henry Aaron returns to first base, and that'll bring up Willie Mays. Willie, .314 with 38 homers on the season in 1963. Pitch to Willie is hit hard and hit to left center for a base hit. Henry Aaron was off with contact. He will make third. The National League has men at the corners with 2 men out. Mays at first, Aaron at third, and Ed Bailey, the catcher for the Giants, coming to the plate. Ed hit .263 with 21 homers in 1963, but in only 308 at-bats. Good year for Ed, and was, of course, one of the catchers on the Giants World Series team the year before. Ken McBride goes to the belt, checks Mays, checks Aaron, the pitch home. Hey, struck him out, and the National League is done in the first. They score none on 2 hits and leave 2. We are scoreless as we go to the bottom of the first, with Jim O'Toole, the left-hander from the Reds, taking the mound. Jim was 17-14 with a .288 earned run average on the season, and he's facing Nellie Fox, .260 with 2 homers. Leading off for the American League, this is a comebacker, gloved by O'Toole. He's going to flip to Bill White, and that will be the first out for the American League in the bottom of the first. And as you can tell, these cards are hard to separate. A little bit, as my good friend Chris Rosen would say, a little bit crispy. Albie Pearson steps in, .304 with 6 homers. The pitch to Albie. Line shot at White. He gloves it for out number 2. And now it'll be K-Line. Al K-Line, .312 with 27 homers on the season for those Detroit Tigers. Pitch to Al. Hit to left, but not too deep. Tommy Davis is going to make this play, and that will retire the American League in the first. We're going to the second. Scoreless in Cleveland, which is nothing like sleepless in Seattle. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Ken McBride's back out. He will face Boyer, Grote, and Javier, the Cardinal trifecta. In the top of the second. Boyer, .285 with 24 homers. The pitch to Ken. It's a comebacker to McBride. He gloves it, and tosses to Pepitone for out number 1 in the second. Dick Grote, Pirates World Series hero just a few seasons before. Now a .319 hitter for the St. Louis Cardinals. Pitch, he draws a walk. So we have our first All-Star Game walk drawn by Dick Grote. And that'll bring up Julian Javier. 9 homers, 263, and a nice glove at second base. Pitch, hit to left on a line at Leon Wagner, and he will make the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up Jim O'Toole. Dick Grote at first, 2 outs for the National League in the top of the second. This is grounded to third. Gloved by Malzone, and he will throw to Pepitone for the out, and that retires the National League in the second. We've played 1.5. We have no score in Cleveland, and it'll be Malzone, Wagner, and Batty for the American League as O'Toole comes out for inning number 2. Malzone lines a base hit to left. He's aboard, and the American League might have something going here. Leon Wagner coming up. Daddy Wags, 291 with 26 homers. Pitch from O'Toole. Ground ball third. Cut off Boyer. Goes to Javier for 1, and the relay is not in time as Wagner beats the rap at first base and is safe on the fielder's choice. Earl Batty will come up. 1 out, 1 on. 285 with 26 homers for the Twins catcher. This is hit to center. That's Willie Mays on the run. Willie will make the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up the much quaffed Joe Pepitone. 271 with 27 homers. Pitch from O'Toole. Hit to right, a mile in the air. Hank Aaron is going to drift under this one and make the catch for out number 3. We have played 2 innings. In Cleveland, we have no score. And coming up for the National League, it'll be the top of the order. Going with the starters for 3. Tommy Davis, Hank Aaron, Bill White coming to the plate. Pitch to Tommy. Is trouble. This is a base hit to right for Tommy Davis. He's aboard with a single. And he can run a little bit. 326 with 16 homers on the season. Henry Aaron comes to the plate. Nobody out. And McBride hoping to avoid trouble in the third. Pitch to Henry. Hit to left towards the line. Wagner on the run, and he will make the catch for out number 1. Fires the ball back in. Tommy Davis retreats to first base. And it'll be Bill White, who's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Pitch to White. Ground ball short. This is Rosales. He throws to Fox for 1. The relay to Pepitone is in time. It's a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play turned by the American League, and Ken McBride gets out of his 3rd inning of work unscathed. No runs on a hit. Nobody left. Bottom of the 3rd coming. O'Toole back out for his 3rd and final inning. It'll be Rosales, a pinch hitter for McBride, and then Nellie Fox for the American League. This is bloop to center. Willie Mays on the run. He will make the catch for out number 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. And now Ralph Houck's going to take a look at the old lineup card and see who he can call upon to do some pinch hitting for his pitcher, who has served him well. with 3 shutout innings. It's going to be Tom Tresh that he selects. Tom Tresh will pinch hit for Ken McBride in the bottom of the third with 1 out. Tom Tresh, 269 with 25 homers for the Yankees in 63. And O'Toole winds and delivers. He walks Tresh. And that will give the American League their first base runner of the inning and bring up Nellie Fox. Good handler of the bat. 0 for 1 on the day. O'Toole to the belt. Checks Tresh. The pitch home to Fox. A comebacker. Gloved by O'Toole. He spins. Goes to Grote for 1. The relay to White is in time. And it's a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play turned by the National League now. We've played 3 innings and we have no score in Cleveland. And we're going to have some substitutions take place. Yeah. Let's start with the next pitcher for the American League. It's going to be Jim Bouton. Jim Bouton, 21-7, with a 253 earned run average in 1963. He pitched 249 innings and only allowed 191 hits. So Bouton, the Yankee starter, is on in relief of Ken McBride. For the top of the fourth. For the National League, we're going to see some substitutions if they get a little bit further down in the order. But Mays is going to be left alone, and he will bat leadoff in the fourth. Ed Bailey on deck. Ken Boyer in the hole, or at least his spot in the order is in the hole. The pitch to Mays from Bouton is hit hard and hit to right center. This is going to drop in front of K-line. Look at Mays go. He's got himself a double. We have our first All-Star Game extra base hit by Willie Mays leading off the 4th inning. He's at second base. Ed Bailey comes to the plate. Ed, at 263, he struck out in his first at-bat. They might give him the bunt sign. Let's see what happens. Bouton to the belt. The pitch. Bailey squares and gets it down. Malzone gloves it and fires to Pepitone. Mays is advanced to third on the sacrifice with 1 man out, and now it's Ken Boyer. Ken Boyer, they're going to play at normal depth in the infield. Boyer, established star for the Cardinals in 1963. They will let him bat, and the pitch home from Bouton. They're going to play at normal depth. Normal depth on the infield. Boyer at bat, Bouton to the belt, the pitch home. Base hit, Boyer, it's 1-0 National League. Right back up the middle. That plates Mays with the first run of the game, so a little small ball pays off for the National League, and it's going to be Dick Grote coming to the plate. Cardinals captain, he walked back in the second. Boyer works on his lead, Bouton to the belt, the pitch home. Is hit hard toward Versailles. He makes the catch on the liner. There's 2 down. And now Julian Javier will come to the plate, except no, he won't. They're going to go to the bench and see what is there. Well, there's a lot there. The problem is Jim O'Toole's in the on-deck circle, so they got to pinch hit twice, maybe. Duke Snider is going to get the call to pinch hit for Javier. Duke Snider coming to the plate for Javier. And Boughton in a jam. He's got a man on first base. That's Boyer. 2 men out. 1 run in. It's 1-0 National League. Boughton to the belt. Checks Boyer at first base. The pitch home to Snider. And Duke lines a base hit. Boyer around second, and he will be held. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, he will be held there. And that'll bring up O'Toole's spot in the order, and Jim will not bat. Boughton not exactly fooling him at this point. So, pinch hitting for O'Toole. Will be Bill Mazeroski, and he will doubtless go in and be the new second baseman. There are men on first and second. Boyer at second, Snider at first, and here comes Maz, 245 on the season with 8 homers. Boughton to the belt. 2 men gone. Boyer at second, Snider at first. The pitch is lined, a base hit for Maz. He takes him the other way to right field. That's a base hit. Boyer will score. 2-0 National League. Snider goes to third. An RBI single by Maz, and the National League extends the lead. Monbouquet is going to start to throw in the American League bullpen. They're hoping Jim Boughton can get out of this inning. Tommy Davis at bat. 1 for 2 on the day. The pitch to Tommy. Hit in the air to center. Albie Pearson on the run toward left center. He runs. He's got it for out number 3, and just barely. So, the National League in the top of the 4th scores 2 on 4 hits, and they leave 2. And that will take us to the bottom of the 4th. With a couple of changes. Bill Mazeroski will be the new second baseman. And Duke Snider is going to stay in the ball game in left field. And that means that Mr. Sandy Koufax is going to take the mound for the National League. Got to get this card in the game. 25-5 with a 188 earned run average, but he pitched 311 innings, so he didn't really work that hard. 214 hits in 311 innings and 306 strikeouts. So if he's got his stuff, it's going to be good for the National League. Koufax is in the game to pitch. He is in the leadoff spot in the batting order. Tommy Davis will come out after a 1 for 3 performance. Now, Ralph Houck has to look at his lineup and see if he wants to make any changes against Koufax. Albie Pearson's going to be allowed to bat. He may not want to, but he's going to. It's 2-0 National League. We're in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch to Albie. Line shot at Maz, and that's 1 gone in the bottom of the 4th. K-line comes up. Al is 0 for 1. Hay struck him out. Koufax's first K, and now it'll be Malzone And I'm not feeling Frank at this point, so let's see what Ralph Houck wants to do about that. It's going to be Brooks Robinson pinch hitting for Frank Malzone. With 2 outs and nobody on for the American League. 251 with 11 dongs for Brooks on the season. This is grounded to short. That is Dick Grote. He gloves it and throws and gets Brooks Robinson by a couple of steps at first base. A 1-2-3 fourth inning for Koufax. We go to the 5th. It's 2-0 National League. We're going to have a new pitcher. It's going to be Bill Monbouquet, the Red Sox hurler, will take over for Boughton here in the top of the 5th. Henry Aaron, Bill White, and Willie Mays are scheduled, but we'll see if there's any replacements. Henry is 1 for 2. Monbouquet, the pitch, hit to center and deep. Pearson on the run. He will get there for out number 1 in the 5th. Woo. Bill White is due. And I think Alvin Dark's had quite enough of Bill White, so we're going to have a new pinch hitter. It's going to be Willie McCovey pinch hitting for White with 1 out in the 5th. He will doubtless remain in the game at first base. McCovey's stretch comes to the plate. Monbouquet the wine. Didn't give you Bill's numbers. 20 and 10 for Bill Monbouquet. 381 earned run averaged. 267 innings pitched. The pitch to McCovey is a comebacker. To Monbouquet, he will turn and throw to Pepitone, and that is 2 gone in the 5th. And now it's Willie Mays with 2 outs and nobody on. Willie's 2 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Ground ball third taken by Brooks Robinson. He will throw to Pepitone, and that retires the National League in 1-2-3 fashion in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Koufax out for his 2nd inning of work. But before we do that, we're going to see a couple of changes. John Edwards is going to be the new catcher for the National League, and he will bat in the 5th spot. Ron Santo will be the new 3rd baseman for the National League. He will bat in the 6th spot where Ken Boyer was. Maury Wills will be the new shortstop. He will bat 7th. And we're going to have one more change in the field. They are going to put Roberto Clemente in left field for Snyder, and he will bat 8th. So 4 defensive, well, actually 5 if you count McCovey. Defensive changes. There are 3 men left on the National League bench. See if I can get these guys in the right order. So in the 6th, it'll be Edwards, then Santo, then Wills, then Clemente. then Maz, and then it'll be Koufax's spot. Okay, so that straightens them out. Koufax back out for the bottom of the fifth. National League ready to make, or American League ready to make some changes. And the first one is they want a base runner. So Leon Wagner is going to be pulled from this one, and we're going to see Mickey Mantle come on in the game, pinch hitting for him in the bottom of the fifth and facing Koufax. Mantle, 314 with 15 homers, which doesn't sound that impressive until you consider that Mick had 172 at-bats. So if you extrapolate that out, he's in the 50s for home runs and on a full season. So Mantle leads off for the American League. Koufax ready for his second inning of work and maybe his last one. And Elston Howard is in the on-deck circle, actually, for Batty. Yeah, they're going to go with Howard for Batty. And then make a decision about Pepitone when we get to that point. Okay, so Koufax, the wind, and the pitch to Mickey Mantle. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Koufax. One gone in the bottom of the fifth. Elston Howard, 287 with 28 dongs on the season. His first at bat in the All Star Game. Hit deep, left field. This is going to get over Clemente's head and out of here. Elston Howard with a solo homer cuts off Sandy Koufax, cuts the lead to 2-1. And Pepitone is due. Oh boy. They're going to let... Yeah, they're going to leave Pepitone in the game. They're going to leave Pepitone in the game. So the one out, left-handed batting Joe Pepitone faces Koufax. Joe is 0 for 1. Pitch from Sandy. Line drive base hit left field. He swung late, but everybody does. It gets into left and a base hit for Joe. Tying run for the American League is aboard. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for Zoilo, or Zorro if you prefer, Versailles. Louis Aparicio is going to be the pinch hitter. The Speed Demon is at the plate. 250 batting average for Louis on the season. And there's Bobby Allison is grabbing a bat to bat for Monbouquet. He is on deck. Pepitone's on first. There's one man out. The pitch to Aparicio. Line shot at Santo, and there's 2 gone. Sandy not fooling him, and here comes Bobby Allison. Or Bob Allison, I should say. Bobby's the race car driver, or was. Allison's pinch hitting for Monbouquet, who pitched a perfect 5th. So with 1 out, or 2 outs now, Pepitone at first. Allison represents the go-ahead run. Koufax to the belt, checks Pepitone. The pitch home to Allison. Ground ball third, that's Santo. He's going to go the short way to Mazeroski, and that will retire the American League in the 5th. But they score 1 and cut the lead in half. We go to the 6th with the score. National League 2, American League 1 in Cleveland. We need a new pitcher for those wacky American leaguers. And it's going to be Jim Bunning, the Tiger star, 12-13 with a 388 earned run average in 248 innings in 1963. He will be in the last spot in the batting order. American League defense will make some adjustments here. Albie Pearson's going to go to left field. Mickey Mantle will play center. Elston Howard is the new catcher. And Louis Aparicio is the new shortstop. And I believe you are up to date. All right, now let's see if I'm not getting anyone in the game who really needs to be. Well, there's a few guys. Leppert, Seaburn, Richardson, Yastrzemski, and Killebrew are left on the bench for bats for the American League. National League bats include Torrey, Cepeda, or Zapata if you prefer, and Stan Musial. All right, so it's the top of the sixth. John Edwards promised to not talk about crossing over if we let him play. So, 259 for Edwards. He's the Reds catcher, 11 homers. Later with Houston, Bunning the wind. The pitch is hit deep to right. Kaline on his horse, and he makes the catch, crashing into the right field fence. Ooh, one more biscuit for breakfast, and John Edwards has himself an all-star homer. But no. Ron Santo, 25 dongs and a 297 average. Pitch to him. Base hit to left for Santo. He's aboard in his first at-bat of the day. Maury Wills comes to the plate. 302 for Maury. And, of course, a speed merchant. His first at-bat. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Bunning got him on a breaking pitch. And now it'll be Clemente in his first at-bat. 320 with 17 homers for Roberto. The pitch is hit high and deep to left field. Pearson to the wall. Roberto Clemente has left the building, and so has Elvis. It's 4-1 National League on a Roberto Clemente dong. Bill Mazeroski comes to the plate. American League crowd is stunned by Roberto's display of power. The pitch. Hey, strikes out Maz, but the damage is done in the sixth. 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave none. And we're going to the bottom of the sixth. I'm going to make a change. We're going to put Clemente in right field. Move Aaron to left. We'll see if it matters. And that'll be the National League outfield. Okay, so bottom of the sixth, Koufax will be replaced by Juan Marichal, who was a pretty fair pitcher in his own right. And are we going to have a double switch? No, we're not. Marichal is going to be in the leadoff spot of the batting order, which means he will lead off the top of the seventh if he's allowed to. Marichal, 25-8 with a 241 earned run average, 321 innings pitched on the season. One of the best in the game. All right, so he will face Nellie Fox, maybe. Yeah, they're going to let Fox bat. So Nellie Fox will bat. Pearson will not bat. In the on-deck circle is Harman Killebrew. And we'll see how it goes from there. Fox stands in against Marichal. Juan the pitch. Fox, blind drive, base hit, right back up the middle, like you're taught. Fundamentally sound Nellie Fox with a base hit to lead off the bottom of the sixth. It's 4-1 National League. Albie Pearson is yesterday's news. Here comes Harman Killebrew. The Minnesota Twins slugger. 258 with 45 homers on the season. Marichal to the belt, checks Fox. The pitch home to Killebrew. Ground ball second. Maz takes it and will go the short way to McCovey for the out. Fox advances to second. And that'll bring up K-Line. Are they going to let K-Line bat? Al is 0 for 2 in this one. Yes, they are. They're going to let K-Line hit. They want to deliver that run. They think K-Line can do it. Marichal the belt checks Fox at second. The pitch home to Al K-Line. Popped him up. John Edwards is crossing over and making the catch. And that's 2 down. And Brooks Robinson, who's 0 for 1, comes to the plate. Fox still at second base. Marichal to the belt. The pitch to Brooksy. Ground ball short. Maury Wills throws to McCovey, and the American League is retired in the 6th. Marichal does his job. We go to the 7th. It's the National League 4, the American League 1 in the All Star Game. New pitcher for the American League will be Steve Barber, the left-hander from Baltimore, 20-13 on the season with a 275 earned run average. He's a left-hander. He will face Aaron, McCovey, and Mays. 4-1 National League, top of the 7th. Aaron is 1 for 3. Pitch to Aaron. Line to left field. Killebrew makes the catch. And that is 1 gone in the 7th. McCovey comes to the plate. Willie is 0 for 1. Pitch to him. Base hit to right. He jerked it over Nellie Fox's head as he makes his way to first base. Willie Mays comes to the plate. Dick Raditz is warming up in the American League bullpen. Ralph Houck has just about had it with the American League pitching. The Major is a little bit worked up. And Mays comes to the plate. McCovey's at first. Barber to the belt. Checked McCovey. The pitch home to Mays. Base hit for Mays. Let's check McCovey's speed. He's not fast. He will stop at second base. They're on first and second for John Edwards. John Edwards wants to cross over with a base hit. And he's 0 for 1 in the game. There's 1 man out. Edwards is a great double play target if Barber can get him to hit it on the ground. Joe Torre's on the bench wondering why he's not being used as a pinch hitter. Barber, the pitch home to Edwards. Ball 4. Walked the bases and full with that one. And the bases are dripping with National Leaguers. Ron Santo coming to the plate, and Raditz is going to get the call here. That's Dick Raditz to you, and we're going to have a double switch. Carl Yastrzemski is going to come in the game and play right field and bat 9th. Raditz will bat 3rd and take Al Kaline's spot. And his task upon entering the ball game is to get the team out of a bases loaded, 1-out jam. Not an easy task. National League can blow it open here. Santo at the plate. Raditz on the mound. He throws gas. 15-6 with a 198 earned run average on the season. 132 innings pitched. Think he worked a lot? 94 hits and 162 strikeouts in 132 innings pitched. Raditz, an angry man. Mantle nicknamed him the Monster. Raditz to the belt. McCovey at third. Mays at second. Edwards at first. The pitch to Santo. The infield is in. Hey, struck him out, and there's 2 gone, and now it'll be Maury Wills. Can Raditz get the American League off the hook? Infield at normal depth. The pitch to Wills. Line shot caught by Fox. Raditz comes on and does the job with a big 0 in the 7th. The National League gets nothing on 2 hits and a walk. They leave 3. After 6.5, we're stretching them out. It's 4-1 National League. We need a new pitcher. And the new pitcher is going to be the big twin D, Don Drysdale, 19-17 with a 263 in 315 innings of work. Drysdale we're going to have a double switch here of some description. Yes, Drysdale will bat 5th. John Edwards will cross over to the clubhouse, and Joe Torre will be the new catcher, and he will bat in the leadoff position. I know his name is John Edwards. I know that it is. I'm just amusing myself. All right. So Torrey bats leadoff. Edwards is gone. And Drysdale is in the game to face Mantle, Howard, and maybe Joe Pepitone. We'll see how that works out. Mantle 0 for 1. He struck out against Koufax. Now he's got Drysdale on his case. The pitch home. Hit to right. Clemente toward the line, and he will make the catch for out number 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Elston Howard hit a solo homer to account for the only scoring of the American League so far. Drysdale winds and pitches. Hit to left. This is Aaron. And that'll be 2 down. And now Joe Pepitone and Ralph Houck's had enough of the hairdryer and the whole routine. So, the American League, well, you know what? They've used a lot of bench. No, they're not going to make any changes. Pepitone is going to stay in there and is 1 for 2. Drysdale, the wine. Pepitone pops it up. Joe Torre in foul territory will make the catch, and that retires the American League in the 7th. We have 2 innings to go, and the National League is on top 4-1. Dick Raditz is back out to do his work. It'll be Clemente, Mazeroski, and Torre in the National League 8th. Roberto hit a 2-run dong in the 6th for big insurance. Hay strikes out on a Raditz offering. Dick has struck out 2 of the 3 men he's faced. Now it's Maz. Maz is 1 for 2 with a ribby. The pitch from Raditz. Another hit for Maz. A base hit to the left. And he's aboard with 1 out for Torrey. Joe is 293 with 14 homers on the season. The Milwaukee Braves catcher, the pitch from Raditz, walked him. That's not what you want. Ralph Houck takes a little more Malox and wonders what this thing called vaping is, as Juan Pizarro and Mudcat Grant start double-barreled action in the American League bullpen. There's 1 man out, there's 2 men on. That's Maz at second, Torrey at first, and at the plate is Hank Aaron. He's on a 1-for-4 day. Raditz to the belt. The pitch to the hammer. Hit to center. Mantle on the run. Mickey's going to get there just shy of the track and fire the ball in as Maz retreats to second. And Torrey retreats to first base. That'll bring up McCovey. Raditz not out of the woods yet. 2 on, 2 out from Big Mac. 44 dongs on the year. The pitch from Raditz. Hey, struck him out. Dick Raditz gets him on and gets him out. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Maybe that'll give the American League some momentum. It's 4-1 National League. Drysdale coming back out. He's got plenty of steam left. It'll be Aparicio. Then Yastrzemski. Then Nellie Fox. Okay. Little Louis at the plate can be dangerous if he gets on. 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch from Drysdale. Hit to left. It's a blooper. Aaron coming on. He's got it for out number 1 in the 8th. Yastrzemski comes to the plate for his first at-bat. Yaz, 321 on the season with 14 homers. And is facing Drysdale now. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch to Yaz. It's a line drive, base hit. They just keep coming. It's going to be extra bases as Aaron fumbles it in the corner. Yaz has himself a double, and the American League has a man in scoring position with 1 out in the 8th. Now it's Fox coming to the plate. Nelly is 1 for 3. I'm looking at Norm Seaburn thinking, should you be pinch hitting for Nellie Fox? Dick Raditz is on deck. There's no way they're letting Dick bat, so Fox is up and Seaburn is, Killebrew is on deck and Seaburn maybe after him for Raditz. The pitch to Nelly. Base hit for Nellie Fox. Yastrzemski gets to third and will be held. American League has men at the corners with 1 man out and the tying run coming to the plate in Harman Killebrew. Harman is 0 for 1 on the day, but 45 dongs on the year. National League infield at double play depth. They're going to get their bullpen going now. Warren Spahn and Hal Woodashik. Double-barreled action for the National League. They also have Culp and Jackson hanging around if they're needed. So there's 1 out, Yaz at third, Fox at first, and Killebrew coming to the plate. If Killebrew goes deep, we're all tied up. Drysdale to the belt. The pitch to Harman is a shot at first. McCovey dives and he's got it on the line shot. Killebrew lines out to McCovey. There are 2 out now, and here comes Seaburn batting for Raditz. Don Leppert and Bobby Richardson are the only 2 left on the bench And Houck's attitude is, God willing, God willing, they're going to stay there. Seaburn pinch hits for Raditz, who went inning and 2/3 scoreless. And Seaburn comes on with a .272 average and 16 homers for the Kansas City A's in a bright green uniform, thanks to Charlie Finley. So Seaburn is up. Yaz is at third. Fox is at first. And there's 2 men out. Seaburn is the tying run. He can go deep. Drysdale to the belt. The pitch to Norm. Ground ball short. That's Maury Wills. Maury Wills, it's a bad hop, and it's over Wills' head into left field. That's going to score Yaz. It was a ground out for sure, and then it hit a rock and went over Wills' head. Nellie Fox goes to third. Seaburn gets a pinch hit RBI. It's 4-2 National League now, and Brooks Robinson comes to the plate. Oh, doctor. All right, so that's going to be it. Yeah, see, this gets tricky too because Drysdale's up second in the inning, but they're going to make a double switch. Here comes Alvin Dark, who, believe me, is overwhelmed by the situation. They're going to go Stan Musial and Hal Woodishik in a double switch. Musial comes in Drysdale's spot, in the 5th spot in the order, and will play first base in his final All Star game. Woodishik, got to be careful how you say that, sports fans, will come on. He is the closer for Houston, and he is on for the duration. Hal, 11-9 with a 197 earned run average and 114 innings, 75 hits, 94 strikeouts, and only 3 homers allowed. So Musial is now in the game. McCovey is out. And the National League has used everybody except Spahn, Culp, Jackson, and Cepeda, or if you prefer, Zapata. All right. Woodishik. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Fox at third. Seaburn at first. Brooks Robinson at the plate, who is 0 for 2. And Mickey Mantle on deck. The tying run is at first base. Norm Seaburn carries that. Woodishik to the belt, checks the runners. The pitch home to Brooks. Ground ball third, gloved by Santo. He goes the short way to Maz at second base, and that retires the side in the 8th. So Woodishik comes on and does the job, gets Drysdale out of trouble. So we're going to the 9th. The National League leads 4-2. The new pitcher for the American League is going to be Mudcat Grant, the hometown guy. However, Juan Pizarro is continuing to throw in the bullpen. Mudcat will bat in the number 3 spot in the order, where Seaburn pinch hit for Raditz. In the 9th inning, no other defensive changes. The American League has 3 players left: Leppert, Richardson, and Pizarro. The National League will send Mays, Musial, and Santo to the plate in an effort to get one more insurance run. The National League leads 4-2. Pitch from Mudcat Grant, who I will tell you about before you look at the dice. 13-14 for the Indians, 369 earned run average, 229 innings pitched. The pitch to Mudcat is a looper. It's gonna get caught by Brooks Robinson. What else is new? 1 gone in the 9th. Musial comes to the plate. Stan in his last year, .255 with 12 homers. But he's Stan Musial. He's got all sorts of good karma. This is a ground ball to Fox. Nelly flips to Pepitone, and there's 2 gone. And now Santo. 2 outs, nobody on for the Cub third baseman. Pitch to him from Mudcat. Base hit. Right field. Santos 2 for 3. He's on again. Maury Wills 0 for 2. Grant to the belt. Check Santo. The pitch home to Wills. Fly ball center field. That's Mantle coming on, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out in the 9th inning. Mudcat Grant does his job. We're going to the 9th. It's Woodashick with a chance to be a hero. Mantle. Elston Howard, Joe Pepitone. Yankee, Yankee, Yankee. Coming up, Aparicio, if anybody gets on, unless, of course, they hit for him. In the National League bullpen, it's Warren Spahn looking cranky, but what else is new? And Larry Jackson of the Cubs. Mantle leads off. Mickey 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch from Woodashick, ground ball shortstop. Maury Wills. Looking out for Pebbles. He hits another one. Bad hop on the infield. Mantle's going to be safe even on those bad wheels. And Elston Howard will come to the plate as the tying run. Cleveland fans, 40,000 strong in an 80,000 capacity stadium, are on their feet for Elston Howard. 28 homers and 487 at-bats for Elston. Woodashick to the belt. He checks Mantle at first. Mickey's not going anywhere. They're down 2. The pitch to Howard. Ground ball short. Wills to Maz for 1. To Musial for a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play. And the National League is 1 out away from a 4-2 victory. Joe Pepitone 1 for 3 on the day. Aparicio on deck. And yikes, they got nothing there. Yikes. So Pepitone up. Maybe he can hit a 2-run homer with nobody on. Joe at the plate. He's 1 for 3. Woodashick winds the pitch to Pepitone. Hey, struck him out in the 1963 National League All Star Game is over. We'll give you the line scores for the victorious visiting National League. 4 runs on 13 hits, and they committed no errors. For the vanquished American Leaguers, 2 runs on 8 hits, and they committed no errors. Winning pitcher will be Jim O'Toole. And the losing pitcher will be Jim Boughton. The most valuable player of this game, well, I want to say Clemente with his 2-run homer, but they're already ahead. So I'm going to say it's O'Toole for his 3 shutout innings setting the pace. And I'll maybe make a co-MVP of Woodashick for nailing down the save and getting out of the mess in the bottom of the 8th. All right. This has been fun. Strat O Matic Basic Baseball with the original cards. Thank you for joining me. We are trying to give you some entertainment in this crazy 2020 year. Hope you enjoyed the game. Let me know. Please click like and subscribe. Give me some feedback. Leave a comment. Go crazy. My name's Kurt Berglund. I hope you have a good night. So long, everybody.